Hello everyone and welcome to another Nz Octane Reacts video. I'm assuming you already know it's a reaction video since you clicked on it, but figured I'd introduce it anyway. Today we're going to be reacting to a video by Drift Games. It's about a young teenager who has built up his own car. Really cool to see. I want to try to do more videos like this to sort of encourage positivity in the car community. So just to support other people in their builds, look at what other people all around the world are doing, and hopefully give some other people some creative ideas on how to build their cars. So let's get into the video. Oh, was that Link that I just saw at the beginning? Shout out to Link for the hat, and I've got a jumper somewhere in the back there. Linky, see you. Represent. Yeah, there we go.
What's up guys, and welcome to another episode of the Drift Games vlog here on the YouTube channel. We hope you guys...
already looks cool as fuck. Don't know what kind of car it is. Looks like some sort of Euro. I'm not too... I don't know much about the Euro scene, but there are some cool cars. I personally prefer JDM, but everyone's entitled to what they like. But that looks real cool. I like that wide body. I like the blue color. Looks really nice, really well done. The wheels, got some nice deep dishes on there. That thing looks sick.
You guys have been enjoying the videos so far. We're having a lot of fun making them. Make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell on. A couple of episodes ago, you will have remembered us having a look at this pretty cool, insane show car, which is a 3...
So it's a show car. Let's see if we can... BMW... Turn this up a little bit. It's a BMW. That looks nice. I like that front splitter on the front. That looks mean and evil. I like seeing the wide bodies as well. You don't see many wide body Euros. It's mostly wide body JDMs, but it'd be cool to see more people in New Zealand doing like a wide body. I'm personally an absolute fiend for them, eh? I think they look so cool.
Pretty insane show car, which is a
Nice
335 hand...
That's really nice.
Pretty insane show car, which is a 335 Handem kitted E93. Well,
Pandem. They make cool body kits. That's real nice. Very nice. I like the wing mirrors. They sort of look like Ganadors, like what Adam LZ uses on his cars. Very nice. Very nice style. Very well done.
we thought when we were down here there was a car that might even be more interesting for you guys, and it's actually owned by the son of the guy who owns this, and he's just 16 years of age, and you're probably not going to believe what this guy owns. And he's also built himself with his pocket money and working summers and working weekends, built an incredible E36. You guys have seen it in the thumbnail. We're about to go in and check out that car for real. So
it's awesome. Just already before we see the car, just hearing about that, hearing a young guy so passionate about building the car that he wants. Yeah, so cool to see. I know I've met a few young people in the, well, younger, I'm still pretty young, but met a few younger people in the car community who come out to mates and just look at the cars, think about what they want, tell you about what they want. It's quite cool to see the younger generation still wanting to get into cars, and yeah.
Let's go meet Craig and check out this insane E36. What's up, Craig?
Hey,
how are you?
Not too bad.
Ooh. Is that a Supra in the background? It is. It's a Supra, an overweight Celica. Looks like we've got a R32 Skyline. Looks like a coupe. Yeah, what's that in the back there? I don't know. Sort of looks like an Altezza. Probably wrong, but that looks cool. That's the BMW. Let's get a closer look.
So we haven't actually checked this car out up close and personal yet, but when we were down there the last day, it was just kind of getting some last touches done, and it has turned out incredible. I think this might be...
Look at that. Cool how the father and son have very similar colored cars. Similar sort of style. It's basically like the older and the younger generation, except obviously the cars seem to be reversed. The young guy's got the older car. But that looks absolutely sick, that wide body. That's stunning, nice colour, that looks so cool under the lights. I actually thought about getting an E36, and even though I'm not that big on Euros, I would still like to buy an E36, because I just think that they're really cool cars, really cool look about them. You can do quite a bit to them, as you can see here. And yeah, just awesome. But I ended up getting the RX-8 for a good deal, so got that now.
My favourite E36 BMW I've ever seen. Now, there's a lot going on here, so we're going to have a quick talk through it. We're going to
Let's have a look at that skyline. Nice, definitely been driven. Fucking sick. Very cool.
Take it for a drive. We're going to kind of... Yeah. But you are 16 years of age.
I have, yeah.
And you have done all of the work to this car yourself.
Everything I've done.
That's cool.
Yeah.
But that's a rare thing nowadays. Like, you know, a lot of kids your age are like...
Young lads just don't have the head in the shoulder.
You know, I just noticed he's wearing a Link ECU hat. The exact same one as what I've got. You can see there, under the back. This is completely irrelevant to the video. Same design. Got a plug. Hopefully I'll get sponsored by Link someday, eh? That's what I'm aiming for. But no, that's cool. That's awesome that such a young fella is like just basically built this insane car from the ground up, working his ass off to get there. And it shows that anyone can do it.
But they also just go, this is just too... Actually, sorry, you're right.
Also, as a fact, you're double the age and
I also
you couldn't do any of that yourself.
Bar putting the sticker on the windscreen, I wouldn't trust myself to do anything else in this car. So let's talk about it. It looks mental and we'll get into all that, but it started life as...
It was just a standard 318, just bog standard like.
The 318 IS, the like kind of sportier twin cam version of the 318 BMW. So
needing a bit of love, you know, the usual with them.
So what colour was it?
It was Avis blue.
Oh, that's just in between frames. You see out there, nice. I don't know if it's shotgun exhaust, but nice long exhaust tip. Looks like sticking out the back there. Bucket seats. Don't know what brand that is. It might be Recaro's. I mean, you can't really make out any of that, but might be Recaro's. It's just awesome. Such a cool car collection that they got in here. I don't know if that's the family's that he's part of, but it's wicked. Wonder if it's on bags just because of that fit, man. Looks so good.
Blue, the dark blue.
So the kind of the dullest colour that they have in them.
It's an alright colour, but just...
It looks like it's come a long way from that. Well, obviously it has, but... we'll go back. But nah, that's cool.
It wasn't gonna do me, you know what I mean?
So you took the car, this is your first car.
Yeah.
This is not a bad shout now for a first car. I mean, I had a Fiat Punto, so this is beyond me, but... So you guys obviously, your dad and everyone else is related to you is mental into doing up cars. So you got the bug and said, I want to build a 318. You technically...
That's... Just noticed the wide body. I might have mentioned it earlier, I don't know. But that wide body looks sick as well on that 32. This is more than just an E36 review, it's their entire collection. That's cool. It's cool that the whole family's into cars.
You can't legally drive it yet.
I'm getting there.
I mean, not technically as in there's anything wrong, just you're not old enough to drive the car. You have to be 17 to be able to drive a car in Ireland. But you've started working on it before that to make sure that when you do get to that 17th birthday, you can actually get out and give it a spin. So
awesome.
Where did it start? Talk us through step by step on this.
Well, I got the car in February of last year, and the day I actually got the car, I started sanding it ready for paint.
Really?
So I knew exactly what. Like, I knew I wasn't just going to leave it standard arch. Like, there's no point in getting the car so early if it wasn't going to, you know, paint.
That's so cool that, you know, basically as soon as you got the car, you started working on it. Kid doesn't even have his license yet. I don't even know what the licensing system's like over in Ireland, where they're from. But far out, man, there's dedication. Good on him. That's fucking awesome.
Paint it straight away.
Absolutely. So talk us through the colour first of all. That's a really...
So it's one of 4 or 5 cars in the world, this colour. One by
Wicked.
David, as you all know.
Oh. It's the JDM fanboy. Where is it?
4 or 5 cars in the world.
That's that was a Toyota. Was that an Aristo?
Colour first of all. That's a really...
So it's one of 4 or 5.
Toyota might be like a Mark II or a maybe an Aristo or a Chaser. No, not a Chaser. I honestly don't know. Toyota, I have seen these around, but that's cool.
Cars in the world, this colour.
Nice. That looks like that's an S15. Very nice. And the Hachiroku 86. Oh, I love this car. I love these These Hachirokus, so cool.
Famous, as you all know.
So this is like a special mix.
It's
kind of
his custom
blue-green.
colour, yeah. Green as you call it.
You call it green? It's kind of...
Yeah, it's in the middle, but I call it green.
Green, yeah, we'll go with green. And so this is... You put a Pandem kit on this car, obviously.
Yeah,
I don't know, Josh, if you've noticed this, but did you see this on the bonnet? So it's got the Pandem...
I couldn't see it from where I was.
It's got the Pandem logo. So that's a sticker.
That's cool. That's a really cool detail. I mean, I can't even see it properly here in the video, but you can sort of make it out a little bit there. That's fucking wicked.
That's
You can
lacquered
kind
over.
of see it on the camera.
Painted
lacquered over, yeah.
That's a nice touch.
But there's also, this is what I could see, is the BMW is the same on the front.
That's cool. That's awesome. That's just fully customized. His own little touches to it to do something really unique. That's so wicked.
So that's the sticker under, obviously, again.
That's really nice
You
touch.
can actually buy that panel there from BMW.
Alright, so the internet was shit, so I just had to let it load for a little bit, and now we're back.
Can you get a piece of paper under the car?
I think it's the bumper, if I have no, I think the bumper's on the floor,
Bumper's
where it's
kind
kind
of
of
put-
flexed
yeah.
up a bit.
I think the only way you can go any lower here is you start digging out the foundations of the shed to actually have it overhang. So you have an air suspension kit on this. Which air
It
suspension kit?
started with
thought
when
it
I
was
first built the car
suspension.
last year, I had it on coilovers for a few shows, but then only about a month ago I decided to buy bags for it. A bit more practicality. It's airlift bags, well it's only a two-way system, but it's grand, like later down.
You fitted the system yourself.
I did everything myself, yeah.
So you actually
That's
did. I mean,
wicked.
let's say how far we went on. You did everything yourself. So everything.
Everything.
So you sanded it,
The only thing I didn't do was actually lay the paint. That was everything else.
which is like the easiest part. Because we've learned that's not the hardest part. The hardest part is the prep.
Yeah.
So you did all the prep, got it all on the car, and you guys are very tasty because you put even the rubber in between. A lot of people don't do that, and that's that to me that.
It's just,
Yeah, I'll need to have a look at that for wide body kits. A little bit of rubber.
It just gives it a pop, but it also gives it that. It's
Yeah.
not just hard and it's cracking and stuff like that. Mega diffuser, mega shotguns. Mega.
Thought it was shotgun exhaust coming out the back. Very nice. That looks cool.
Shotguns.
see, when I first owned the car as well, I had like the Rocket Bunny spoiler on, no diffuser. I wasn't happy with it, you know what I mean? And I got the fancy white.
That looks cool, that's from the arse end. I like that spoiler. I don't know if that's part of the Pandem kit or what kit that's part of. Diffuser looks fucking awesome, man. I would say this car looks evil, but it doesn't look evil. It just looks fucking cool. That's all that I can say. It's, yeah, not evil. It's just cool as fuck. Phenomenal job.
Diffuser, the LTW spoiler, and then put shotguns on it as well.
LTW, that's the spoiler.
The spoiler is insane. Like that's really, really nice.
It
really
fits
suits the
with
car.
it
It's
so nicely.
Yeah, I was just noticing. There's something about it I keep looking at going, that looks so right.
Yeah.
But it's actually the fact that it's not a Rocket Bunny spoiler. I think that
Yeah.
spoiler suits the car and the style of it a lot more, especially with
Yeah.
the diffusers.
Yeah.
The way that it just sort of squares off there, like, goes up, yes, there, I don't know how to describe this, squares off there, and just matches the whole kit so well. It just, everything looks so symmetrical, and fucking phenomenal job, man. That's so awesome.
Meisters all around.
Meister M1s, yeah, all around.
And were these purchased in this colour combo, or was it something you
I
guys...
bought them, yeah, from JDM Distro. They're fairly low offset, or high offset. They need a bigger dish, but for the minute they're fine. Like,
I mean,
I can go down the road. And,
that's the thing. And also, remember the cost of, at 16 of trying to buy mega dish wheels,
Yeah.
even for us, is tough going.
It is tough going. No,
Yeah, so you got like, I like the touches here because you've gone with the matte black centres, gloss black dishes. I really like that, and
Very
then a little
nice.
pop of colour with the wheel nuts. It's kind of faultless for me, Josh. I don't think there's anything I would pretty much do any different.
It's beyond what I would imagine an E36 to be.
That's what I was just saying.
So I can't really say
it's.
there's a fault in it because it's beyond that.
I don't think I don't even have the imagination.
From what I've seen so far, I can't fault this car. It's everything that I like to see in a Euro, everything that I like to see in a JDM as well. It's just customized to the max. He's done everything that he wants to on the car. He's worked on it himself. Not that there's anything wrong with sending it to a shop to get stuff done. Hell, I've done that with my cars. I don't service them. Well, at least my daily I don't. I just take that to the mechanic, drop it off, take it to the mechanics, get it done. They do everything. People are going to say, oh, you're not a true car boy if you do that. Fuck, I don't care. Saves me the hassle. Do it on my project because I can afford to have that on jack stands, but daily I prefer to just have it in and out, done. They let me know what problems there are with it, what needs to be done. I trust them. It's probably a lot of, there is a lot of dodgy mechanics up there, but I've got a good one. I don't mind, but I can't fault this kid on his car. It's just outstanding. If I had an E36, this is what I would love to do to it. Just the body kit ties in so well with the actual look of the car, and fuck man, it's just, I've said this so many times, it looks fucking awesome, looks fucking cool.
I mean, I've seen the Pandem kit, it looks great, but to go to all the little details and touches.
If you also think of a lot of the ones that come down to Mondello on drift days, and to think this is the same car as them, is fairly unbelievable.
That sounds controversial, Josh, but you're absolutely right. Because
I'm not sure I'm offending anybody there.
I see a lot of E36s in my day, and a lot of them don't look very well, and they look bad. This, to even have the potential of how good this car can look, and I think it's kind of, for me, it's revigorated the E36, because E36s are getting rare now. They're getting a little...
100%. It's definitely made the car just... It's shown a whole load of potential that you can do with a car that just isn't done with them. And I mean, they're still pretty affordable at the moment. Hell, I'd like to get one at some point to turn into a project car. They're fucking awesome, man. Good on them. It's cool.
More desirable, but
it's cars like this that show how good they can be. Is why
100%.
they're getting rarer, because more people are buying them and making them like
detail
this.
going on in here as well. So
I've two a recliner and a fixed back bride seat. I have two custom switch
Brides, not Recaros. I was wrong. Sue me.
panels, one for me air gauges and just a panel for
Hang on a second.
little bits.
I didn't even see that.
oh, so you got you custom switches on it.
You've even got a start button. Does a start
That's
button work?
awesome.
No, it doesn't work. But I have the switches.
So it's just for show.
I have the switches for like the horn for the NCT and all on it, and just a few little bits. I've custom clocks for the dash.
That's
Just,
cool.
you know,
Actually, I just noticed that you've white dials and all
Yeah,
that.
white
What's
clock.
with the dials? I'm going in again. So what would they normally be? Black?
They're normally black, yeah.
The level of detail is blowing me away on this car.
That's dope.
Now, this is one of those things where you're going to learn this very quickly, that when you actually start driving cars,
Yeah.
you lose this level of detail.
Yeah.
Because everything you do that's really nice gets wrecked.
That's the problem with, I guess, having a show car that you're going to drive, or show cars is that real life hits, and unless you can just trailer it everywhere, that does get blemishes. But still, cars are meant to be driven. They can be works of art. I would consider this a work of art, but hey, that's the reality of it.
And that, like, it's not perfect either. Like, it needs work. I have the car looking well, but since I haven't properly started driving it yet, I haven't fixed a lot of little bits with it. You know
And the other thing is, once you start driving it, as usual, you'll figure out a few more little bits. And has it only been just a standard 318 IS?
Yeah, just fairly standard.
I'm just amazed that someone at 16 years of age, we would have been 15 when you started, right?
Yeah.
15 years of age.
It's taken him 1 year. Good on him, man. Dedication.
And they say car enthusiasm is going down the toilet, so there you go. It's nice and clean.
Ooh,
Just to get rid of all the blue.
nice little voice crack. Let's go back and look at that.
It's nice and clean.
I like how he's used a different colour blue up the top there. Very nice. It's phenomenal, eh? That looks so cool. Adding just that little bit of a different element to it. I love the air struts that he's got to hold up the bonnet. Looks cool rather than just lifting it up, propping it up like you usually do. Having that just definitely looks so cool.
Just to get rid of all the blue.
Blue, yeah. Just... It's filthy dirty as well. I'm going to close that there now.
Well,
I can see he's embarrassed.
I was going to say, we did jump kind of out of nowhere to do this film today. I mean, this is how the car looks every day pretty much, because it doesn't go out on the road too much. So can we just see the airbag system working? Because I actually want to see a driving height on this. It's a little thing. You might do too much driving with that. Let's see what it looks like if on a drive height. Oh.
Ooh, oh, nice.
I was going to say, like,
Still pretty
if you were running...
Even then, that still looks pretty low, eh? That looks so cool. So I just noticed partway through this video that I wasn't actually recording the audio using this, so first half's probably going to be shit. Oh well, it is what it is. I've changed it now.
That standard, like...
That's the drive height?
That's drive height.
Fuck, that's cool, though.
Like,
This is just making all my cars look really high.
that's always the test, isn't it? If you fit your shoe in there.
Oh, shoes under there.
When it was static, it was actually lower than that as well. That's the thing. That's the worst part. That's why I just said like I need that.
You're gonna have to start picking your routes now when you go. Like you're gonna have to say, can I go up that road? Nope, I can't go up that road. I had a car like that before where it was like, you have to do the little map.
All my cars, I couldn't go over a speed bump, so every route I had to do, I had to go around.
Yeah, you're going out into the countryside to come back in through a lane just so you
A 5-minute drive would then be a 30-minute drive.
It's an awesome car. I mean, I couldn't fault it. I mean, I'm sure if you guys are watching at home,
I agree.
I mean, I'm
100%.
sure.
Are you asking people at home to pick flaws with
No, what I'm trying to say is, would they do anything different? But I'm trying to say what I'm asking the question here is it perfect? Like for an E36, I don't think you could do much more. I think that's a credit to you, Craig. And it's really good to see someone taking it on themselves. I can't say that I do this, because I definitely don't. I get everybody else to do it, because I'm terrible. But actually, it's a great way of learning, right? Because do your own car, learn the mistakes.
And that's the thing, just jumping in, learning the car that you got, and just going for it. You know, trying to make a cool work of art at the end of the day.
Like anything that I've never tackled before, I'll just tackle it. Like I will end up doing it. I will find a way to do it.
That's awesome. That's awesome perseverance.
Well, you seem to have figured it out pretty well. If I'm
me
gonna.
and Josh get struggle, you know, trying to join two wires on a car, and this is a much further accomplishment.
I struggled with a radio only the other week.
Yeah. Josh needed 3 people to fit a radio, so you know that's where we were at. So I really, really appreciate the time and effort that's gone into it. Okay, so even though Craig cannot drive this car on the road, we technically could drive it on the road. So we might take it down the road. There's a really, really nice pier. We're gonna get some nice photos of this car, maybe out in the sunshine. Take it for a little spin, have a bit of fun in it, and
very cool.
Hopefully do absolutely no damage, and we'll see what it's all about. And again, Craig, we can do a review on a car that you haven't driven on the road, and we can just send it back to you and say, looks pretty good. So we're going to get the keys, hop in, go for a little spin, get some nice photos and some nice shots of this car, because it needs it and deserves to be outside in the sunshine. So, just so you can hear me. While we're about to take off, so this is Craig's car, this is his dad's car, this is also his dad's car, which he's just gone into, which is an X5M, and that is 650 horsepower, that X5.
That's pretty good.
Know how to build some cars. So this actually rides really nice. I'm really impressed with these airlift suspension kits. They actually feel really nice. I haven't driven too many cars.
I'll join in with the Link ECU hat. Try and form a sponsorship. That's the best I can do.
With bags on them, and yeah, sure. This is a nice little country air. You can see a little E30 rolling by.
Oh, nice.
Enthusiasts out and about.
It's not going to be a performance test.
No. Sounds good though. Oh, the gear knob just came off.
Dave, you know, brake and stuff, and don't scrape it now.
The woman doing gymnastics on it.
Oh, that's not good, especially when something bad happens when you're driving someone else's car, because it always comes down to you being your fault.
Rope there. What's happening right now? Yeah, the exhaust is a little low. Can you find the gear knob there? That's what I'm just testing the car for Craig.
There you go.
I'm just testing it for Craig, saying just to let you know, the gear knob has a tendency to absolutely fly off into the back of the car if you change it too quickly in a second.
You just took it straight up. I honestly think my car with 25mm springs is harder than this.
It's lovely. Well, I mean, you are riding on air suspension, so it is going to be better. But
yeah, that makes sense.
It's absolutely like I'm driving a normal, like.
Even that interior looks really nice and clean. It's very nice. All around, I mean, he's 16, been working on the car for a year. It's obviously not going to be completely finished yet, but fuck, phenomenal job from what he's done already.
Street use.
It's a very nice steering wheel as well. Is that a Nardi steering wheel?
It is a Nardi steering wheel. We've got our
race only.
We've got our gauges here for the front and rear airbags, which is quite cool.
They're quite well done in.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Apart from it being stuck down there.
Okay. He's 16. He's 16.
At 16, I couldn't even make this out of Lego.
You couldn't make this. At 16, I couldn't even make this on Gran Turismo. So never mind. I mean, isn't it mad though? Like, I think it's really nice to see like a young guy these days not just going the convenient route, like actually spending time to get a car done. I think that's amazing.
Yeah, exactly.
I know it's in the family. I know it's passed down from generation to generation. I think that's also important for car culture, but. And it's a fully working nice car.
Yeah.
It rubs quite a bit with that exhaust.
The exhaust
So I'm
doesn't
going
need
to
to
try and
be
drive it on the non-hump side.
Oh, we've got a bump coming up here.
Bump coming up here now. This is going to be a test.
Oh no!
That exhaust.
This is gonna be a scratch. The facial expressions from in a low car and a bump.
I'd be doing the same as well, eh? It's, every time I'm driving the RX-8, because it's got guard rub, every time I hear that against the tyre, I just, I'll see like a bump in the road coming up and I'll slow down and it's like, still you're like this because you don't want to hear that noise, but you know it's coming and it's just, I feel the pain.
You just
There's nothing like it.
There's nothing like a...
Okay, give it like a little rip maybe.
Okay. Sounds good.
It sounds good and they're like...
I like the sound of it.
Actually too...
I mean, for just the stock engine and aftermarket exhaust, sounds pretty well. Obviously not the quickest in the world, but fuck, not every car needs to be insanely fast and it's still a work in progress. So I'm sure that thing will, within a couple of years, have a turbo on it, be worked and built, and yeah.
Bad for 1.8.
No, it's grand.
It's by far the least powerful car we've driven out of them.
But it's for a 16-year-old.
Yeah,
For a
well,
16-year-old.
exactly.
I had a 1 litre Punto. It couldn't even get out of its own way.
My first car I got when I was... shit. Probably would have been 16. I didn't get my restricted till 17, but I had the car sitting on my parents' property for a year. I got it from my great uncle. It was my great auntie's car, and it was a 1989 Suzuki Swift. 4-door, blue colour, automatic, $400. And this thing, obviously easily outshines that. You know, it's not the quickest, but it's a car for a 16-year-old. You don't want him to fucking kill himself in it. So it's probably a good thing that he doesn't have a big old turbo on it at the moment.
So I'm pretty happy with it. So we've parked up. Let's get some cool photos. Let's get some cool videos of this car.
I can only imagine from behind the sparks coming up and it's like, no, my pride and joy. Has Keen just stole your car?
Keen just stole my M4 there, just out of nowhere. Thinking he's a great lad.
Everyone's driving everyone's car today.
Ooh, look at that. That fitment is just, well, that's not fitment, but oh man, that looks so good. Gotta go back and have a look at those shots again.
Everyone's driving.
These cars were made to be wide-bodied. I think every car, most cars, I'm going to retract that statement, most cars were made to be wide-bodied. Like, just the wide body makes any car look so much cooler. And these E36s already look cool as fuck. But that wide body, that Pandem wide body just takes it to a whole nother level. The shotgun exhaust, the wing, just ties in together so well. Very nice, the wheels, everything.
So we just got some nice fancy photos, which you can see here. This car isn't really a performance car, it's a 318S. It's still nippy, there's still good go in it, but this is more of a show car. But again, it's owned by a 16-year-old. It's amazing to see cars like this still being built by young guys, you know, around the world. I think it just keeps the whole car culture secure for the next generation, because sometimes we worry that maybe, you know, there's not going to be anyone doing this in 10 years, but people...
That's a good point from him there. Just that, I'm going to take this off, it's sort of uncomfortable, the video's almost finished. Sponsor me, link. No, it's awesome to see kids from that younger generation getting so passionate about their cars, and hopefully he holds on to this. Maybe he'll sell it and upgrade to something else, but it's so cool the fact that he's done this at such a young age, built it up by himself, worked on it, knows the car inside out, had a plan for it, did it, and it's awesome to see. Really cool.
It just keeps the whole car culture secure for the next generation, because sometimes we worry that maybe, you know, there's not going to be anyone doing this in 10 years, but people like Craig still plugging away in the weekends and the long holidays trying to get their cars ready for shows and stuff. It just keeps the whole scene alive, so it's awesome. I love this thing. It's an awesome car. I'm sure you guys would agree. This is a hugely impressive build for a 16-year-old, and
very cool.
You know what, these guys are pushing out amazing cars all the time, and every time we go down to Coleman's we just get something special every time. We might even have to make a few more trips, because I know they've got some more good stuff tucked away. You might have even seen it in the background of this video.
Like that Supra that I pointed out at the very beginning.
So if you enjoyed this video, if you like us going out and just checking out cars.
Sweet, that's pretty much the end of the video. I'm going to cut it off there. Sweet everyone, thank you very much for tuning in and watching another video. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Helps us out. I say that every video, but you know it does. It encourages me to keep making more of these. I love it. I love seeing people being so enthusiastic about the car scene as well. Loving what I'm doing, loving what other people in these videos are doing. But yeah, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, like and subscribe to the YouTube. Hit us up if you want to see anything else. But I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Peace.